Here we go. Very good. Thank you, Christine. I really appreciate the reminder, and we will try to have all of the rooms recorded and post them on the website following the conference. And so that is a nice benefit of a virtual conference, is that if you can't catch it today, you will be able to catch it later. So
hello, and welcome to the 2020 Oklahoma Political Science Association Annual Conference. My name is Shanna Padgham, and I am the Chair of Political Science at Oklahoma City Community College and an OPSA Executive Committee member. Like many events in 2020, this conference is not in the format that we had originally intended. However, I'm excited to report that we have put together a full day of virtual presentations that political scientists will find particularly interesting. We will review and discuss major events which have impacted our institutions, especially over the last few years. The range of topics that will be discussed today include the McGirt versus Oklahoma Supreme Court ruling, various avenues of public administration and their response to the COVID-19 pandemic, current events in state and local politics, and of course, the election outcomes. We welcome Provost Rogan Kirsch of Wake Forest University as our keynote speaker, who will be providing an analysis of the presidential election. This year, the conference will be conducted in two streams. The first stream will be live presentations and roundtables hosted through Zoom meetings. The second stream will be pre-recorded presentations of academic papers and a variety of student presentations. The links to both the meetings and the recordings can be found in your program. I encourage everyone to reach out to these presenters via email to give constructive feedback to support the development of their work. A benefit of this virtual format is that you may access the content of the presentations even after today. We will do our best to post the live recordings as quickly as possible to our website, oklahomapoliticalscience.com. I would like to extend a sincere thank you on behalf of the Oklahoma Political Science Association to our presenters for contributing to the success of this conference. Thank you to President Stewart of OPSA for providing a welcome video. Additionally, we thank our sponsors for their contributions and have included more details in the program. Most importantly, we appreciate everyone who is joining us today. Since 1992, the Oklahoma Political Science Association has provided an opportunity for political scientists from across the state to collaborate, create community, and improve their contributions to the field of political science. It is our hope that this year's format creates an even greater opportunity for existing and new political scientists to engage with and become members of our organization. Thank you and enjoy the conference. Hello. And
once is enough. Okay, and then here is President Stewart.
Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart, President of Oklahoma City Community College. Welcome to the Oklahoma Political Science Association's annual conference. I know a virtual conference is not the easiest way to engage with one another, but I am grateful for your dedication and interest in such an important event, especially right now. I've been a supporter of OPSA for many years, and when I was a faculty member teaching political science, I was an active member of the organization. Get ready for a great conference. To students, I know it's a cliche to say now more than ever in 2020, but well, now more than ever, we need students like you. Students who are willing to deeply and thoroughly understand the fundamentals of our government and of our democracy. Students who are willing to search for the truth, and students who are able to expose the holes in our system and work together to patch them with new ideas and innovations, rather than exploit them for your own benefit. Your professors are nothing short of heroes. They are here because they care about your generation and your ability to impact, maybe even save our democracy. Please give them your trust, your time, and your best effort. And if you do that, I believe you'll emerge from this conference and from your education in general, fully equipped to take on the chaos and the fragility of politics and government. In fact, I would ask you for an additional favor. from my generation to yours. When you are done being a student, please do your part to become an educator yourself. You don't have to go into higher ed, but in whatever role you play in our world, take the time to educate, to mentor, and to bridge divides with those who come after you. They will carry your torch for you one day, just as you're preparing to do for all of us. Have a great conference. Absorb as much as you can, grow and learn, and then take what you gain from this and spread it far and wide out into our communities. We need you.
All right.
My name is Dr. Christine Pappas, and I'm the president of the Oklahoma Political Science Association. I think this is my third time around as president, so I'm really excited. Maybe I'll perfect my abilities at this point, third time around. I wanted to say a few words about the importance of the organization. So many states have organizations like this one to look at the state politics in their own state. And I just, if this isn't something that you know, I just want to point out how unusual it is to have scholars actually focus on the place that they are living in. Many of us like to research things all around the world, all across the country, and we don't really get a chance to really focus on the place where we live. And to me, that's a problem because it kind of creates a gap where the experts who might be able to comment on politics don't know about local politics because they're not rewarded for being engaged. So this organization promotes and facilitates scholarship on Oklahoma politics because we know that it is important for us to train our sights and our abilities on the place that we live. So many of the people in this organization have made an entire career of studying Oklahoma politics and publishing, producing textbooks to be used in Oklahoma politics classes. And this is important so that we may further educate the citizenry of the state of Oklahoma about not only politics, but how to study politics in a systemic way. In the last video we saw, President Stewart said, now more than ever do we need this level-headed analytical approach to politics. And it's extremely important that we engage in these studies and that we continue to support. So when I moved to Oklahoma in 2001, and I heard about Oklahoma Political Science Association, I said, why would I do that? That doesn't sound like anything I'd want to do. And a friend of mine said, why don't you just go one time and see what you think? And I did, and I have been engaged in the organization ever since. And so it's a fantastic network for professors to work together to solve problems relating to scholarship. It's a great opportunity for students to present emerging subjects as they research them. And in publishing our journal, Oklahoma Politics, it's a great way to continue to educate the people in the scholarly community in the state. So we have a really wonderful thing going. I'm very proud of the organization, and I think it's critical. And once again, now more than ever, it's very important that we have it. We have, I want to thank our board members. Right now, our board members include Dr. Rick Farmer with OCPA, Dr. Brett Sharp, who's at UCO, Connor Alford at Southeastern, James Davenport at Rose State College, and then Shanna Padgham at OCCC, who you heard from a moment ago. So throughout the year, we meet and we plan and we make sure that we're doing the business of the organization. So it's a hard job when we put on events like this, but it's also an extremely fulfilling obligation that we're able to do. Thank you for logging on this morning. I know that many of you probably registered, and because it's a virtual conference, we were happy to provide it for free. And we also want you to know that if you want to pay your annual dues as a member of OPSA this year, for non-students, if you pay $20, we will send you a mask with our logo on it, as well as this year's journal and last year's journal. So it's a pretty nice benefit. Also, lifetime members of the association will receive the prize package as well. So we love our lifetime members and we want to make sure you stay happy. For students, if you want the prize package, it's $10. We'll send you the 2 journals and the mask. So we love to build our association, and we think that's a great way to do it in this very strange time. The last thank you I want to give is to Shanna Padgham, Dr. Padgham at OPSA. She had an entire conference planned, and we thought we were a go. And then not very long ago, we got the word that we can't be in person. So we had to make the difficult decision about what to do. And so she had to retool everything, basically plan a second conference in a whole new way, in a way we've never done this before. So all of the great things you're going to see today, just remember that this was Dr. Padgham was able to put this together for us and really be our trailblazer. And I'm excited to have a conference that might have historic levels of participation because of people being able to participate virtually and asynchronously. So this is a really good thing for our organization. So I think that I've come to the end of my announcements. And now, as president of Oklahoma Political Science Association, one of my favorite things to be able to do is to present awards. So we have a few organizational awards, but first I'd like to turn it over to Jordan Evans, who's going to make a special presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Pappas. So good morning, everyone. My name is Jordan Evans. I'm the president of the Oklahoma chapter for the American Society for Public Administrators, or ASPA Oklahoma. We're the sister organization of OPSA with our focus to advance the field of public administration in Oklahoma. I'm here today to present the ASPA Oklahoma Distinguished Public Service Award. This award recognizes an individual who has significantly contributed to the advancement of public service in Oklahoma. I'm pleased to announce that Dr. Brett Sharp has been selected for this award. Dr. Sharp has a rich history in public service, including work at the local and state levels, and now at the University of Central Oklahoma. He is an award-winning professor who has inspired paid scholarships and internships from his former students and surrounding communities. Dr. Sharp consistently works to advance the field of public administration and build up the next generation of public servants. So congratulations, Dr. Sharp. If you have anything you'd like to say, I'd love to hear it.
Wow, thank you. An ASPA award at OPSA. Thank you so much, Jordan. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very fortunate that Dr. Pappas allowed us to come in. We've been wanting to award this for a while now, but of course things have been canceled. So we partnered last year and we're happy to be back this year.
Wow, nice surprise, thanks.
Yeah, and I believe Jeanette's on the call. Jeanette, if you'd like to say anything about Dr. Sharp, she's the one that nominated you.
Well, she's busy. I bet she got.
She's busy, yeah. All right. Well, thank you all. I really appreciate your time. And again, congratulations, Dr. Sharp.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yes, congratulations, Dr. Sharp. Well deserved. Congratulations. The first award I'd like to present on behalf of Oklahoma Political Science Association is Scholar of the Year. And this year we have selected Dr. Alyssa Provencio to be the winner of Scholar of the Year. So congratulations. The reason that we selected Dr. Provencio, because her very active research agenda, 14 conference presentations in the last 3 years, published article, published book chapter, awarded a grant, and specifically fusing scholarship and service together. And we think that's really important. She's assistant professor of political science at University of Central Oklahoma. She's also core faculty in the Master of Public Administration, and she does research on disaster management, race, and gender. So can you have a more apt research agenda at this point in history? So we want to encourage Dr. Alyssa Provencio to continue this great work and give us more information so that we can get through these very trying times. So Dr. Provencio, would you like to say any words at this point?
Just thank you so much. I'm very humbled. These certainly have been very interesting and trying times, I think, for most people, but especially for those who are already disenfranchised in our communities. And I think that the more that we can learn from them, the more we can continue to serve them better. And so thank you so much. I'm, again, just really humbled by this.
Congratulations. Dr. Padgham is getting the awards. They're printed in envelopes ready to be mailed. So he'll be getting it in the mail in the next week. And we hope that you take a picture of yourself with it and send it to us so we can have a record of this great event. The next award I want to announce, I don't think I see our recipient on the Zoom, which is unfortunate, but our Teacher of the Year is Mr. Connor Alford of Southeastern State University in Durant. Mr. Connor Alford I know well because he was my student at ECU, earned his master's degree at OSU, and now is doing a fantastic job with his students at Southeastern. And it makes me really, really proud to see him succeed as he is in his teaching career. The thing I think is most notable about Connor is that he brings his servant heart into the classroom. So he teaches about topics such as poverty, but then after class, he takes his students to go do a food drive and try to serve the people that he's teaching about. He fuses the scholarship that he teaches about into the classroom, into voter registration drives, into encouraging students to work on campaigns. And so he really demonstrates how to bring political science to life. He has the idea, he teaches it, he works it, he does it. So he is the delegation or the head of the Oklahoma Intercollegiate Legislature at Southeastern, really revitalizing the organization there. I know that, like me and others, he took students to see the impeachment trial last February. And he built a homecoming float that showed the suffrage, the 100-year anniversary of suffrage in the last year. And then, like I mentioned, he does supply drives and food drives for people in his community. So he really puts the scholarship into work into the community. So I hope Connor can watch this later, and let's congratulate him for this award. It's well deserved. Our final award is called the Robert Darcy Lifetime Achievement Award, and it's for service to OPSA. If you don't know who Dr. Darcy is, he's a legend at OSU studying Oklahoma politics. His force formed OPSA back in 1992. Like this, we're here because of him, absolutely. So we like to reward people who support the organization so we can go forward. So the Dr. Robert Darcy Lifetime Achievement Award this year goes to Dr. Louis Furmansky of Oklahoma Central, or Oklahoma University Central UCO. Oh my gosh, I can't get that out. The award goes to Dr. Louis Furmansky at University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond. So thank you and congratulations for winning this award. So Dr. Furmansky has been at UCO since 1991. And he's been chair almost all of that time. And the reason that his service is so notable to OPSA is that he has facilitated the support of himself and many of his other faculty members in being involved in OPSA. And sometimes it's hard to get the institution to see the importance of freeing us up for such things. But he's been an institutional member of OPSA. He served to organize the conference back in 2002, which I think is the one that I attended very first and they got me hooked on OPSA. He has other professional activity that's very exciting. For example, forging a partnership between UCO and Swansea University in Wales. And he's also got research and publications in areas such as human rights, international law, security studies, terrorism, and area studies. So I think you can see that he is a very deserving recipient of the Dr. Robert Darcy Lifetime Achievement Award. So Dr. Furmansky, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you. I mean, I am very honored to have received this award. It has come as a surprise, but I must say I'm in very good company given that Brett and Alyssa have also received awards this year. And that kind of points out that if I have any success as my tenure here as chair, it's been because of the colleagues that I've had. They've been very supportive of efforts that I have tried to initiate and to support as far as getting the the MPA program here at UCO, which is, I know, of much more direct importance to the OPSA, given that its focus is on public administration in the state of Oklahoma. So I'm very thankful. And, Robert Darcy, I've known him. And so having his award is equally, even more gratifying. So I thank the organization from the bottom of my heart.
Congratulations. And like I mentioned, please watch the mail. Your award is coming soon. And we do hope that we get a photograph of you so we can keep that in our record. So thank you so much and congratulations. There's one important announcement I wanted to say, which is every panel is going to have its own Zoom link. So when we leave this area, what you should do is look at your PDF and then click on to the next Zoom. A lot of the time, well, I'll let Shanna make these final announcements, but just remember each panel has its own Zoom link. So thank you, everyone. It's been an honor being your president. I'm very happy it's now Shanna. Goodbye.
Just as Christine just said, every panel is going to be its own Zoom link. And so you will just kind of enter those throughout the day. And so I think that will help with some quality control throughout the day to have those individual links. If you are the host of the Zoom room or of the panel, the discussant, please remember to record it. And also it's easier early on if you go ahead and set the share screen settings in the beginning to allow all participants to share their screen, and that will save you some trouble. And so I hope you all have a wonderful conference today. If you haven't registered already, please do so. It doesn't cost anything, but it does help us have good data on the number of attendees that we've had today. So we'd really appreciate it if you would take a moment to do that. So you have a couple of minutes, grab a cup of coffee and head on to your next Zoom room. Have a great day. Thank you for being here.